All right, everyone. I am in Southern California at the Salton Sea. I'm about to head to a small town called Bombay Beach. It's a near ghost town now, but in its heyday, it was quite the destination. Now the Salton Sea is right over here. Sun shining into the camera, so you might not be able to see it well. But I'm going to head over there, and I'm going to tell you about the Salton Sea, which was a massive accident. An environmental accident, one of the worst in our history. How did it happen? Well, I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to head over there right now. Well, this is it. The Salton Sea. The biggest lake in California. Here's a map real quick, so you can see where it is. This is the biggest environmental disaster in California history. How? You're asking? Well, first of all, picture in your yard you have a section of it where it's lower, like a bowl, and it fills up with water when it rains. That's what this is. This little basin here is 227 feet below sea level, and so water just naturally collects here. For thousands of years, the Colorado River has changed its trajectory and filled this basin, and it would change back to another direction, and it would empty. Because we are in the desert, and there's very little rain. So if no water is coming in, it would dry up, and it did that many times. Now, when you come into this part of California, you see canals everywhere for agriculture. Agriculture is by far the biggest industry here because you can grow crops year-round. We came in here, we hit Yuma, Arizona, crossed into the border, and you start seeing these canals all over, already. And then you'll see desert with sand dunes, and then you'll see fields of green. Because people can grow crops here year-round, but you got to have some water. So in 1905, this basin was empty. But one of the canals had a breach, and the water escaped into this basin. And it did that for 2 years. That's how long it took them to fix the breach. Now, normally it would have dried up because, again, this is the desert. But the farmers in this area, when they watered their crops, the runoff would end up here. And so the lake kept getting refilled. There was a problem with that, though. The farmers are using pesticides. So year after year, the runoff ends up here, and pesticides and other chemicals kept accumulating in this water. Despite that, the state of California decided to make this a desert oasis. In the 50s and 60s, they stocked it with fish. There were already a ton of birds here. I was at the Audubon Society's website, and according to them, almost half the birds, the species that live in the United States, are at this lake at one point or another every year. So California stocks it with fish, and the developers came. And for a while, this was a genuine desert oasis. Towns sprung up, like Bombay Beach, which is right there. And movie stars vacationed here. Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, just two of the many celebrities that would come here on vacations. And this area became a huge tourist draw. Now, by the 70s, the farmers became much more efficient at watering their crops, and so basically the runoff stopped, and this lake started to dry up. Additionally, in the 70s, they had a couple of major tropical storms hit this area, and it destroyed much of the infrastructure of the towns around the lake, and so the tourism left. Meanwhile, as the lake dried up, remember all those chemicals, they're still here. In addition, there's a lot of salt here. So as it dried up, the chemicals became more concentrated, the salt became more concentrated, and the fish died. I was reading one of the local universities' studies on the lake, and they said there were 100 million fish in this lake. In the late 70s, 97 million of those fish died from being poisoned. Basically, you had seas of dead fish on the beaches here. Now, the birds would eat those dead fish and get sick themselves because the fish corpses, of course, were full of dangerous bacteria. So the birds died as well. The odor was so bad, the stench of death, that people in San Diego could smell it. Meanwhile, these dried up corpses would kick up in the air. The dust that was created was toxic, and so this became one of the most polluted parts of the United States. And a lot of the people here had a lot of health problems. So the tourism dried up, the people left, and these towns basically became ghost towns that surround this lake. And I'm going to show you a couple of them. Surprisingly, they're making a bit of a comeback. But I have to tell you guys, I drove through this town on the way in here, and it is surreal. Some of the crazy sights I'm going to show you here in just a second. But one other thing about the Salton Sea, and don't give up on it yet, it's about to make a comeback. Lithium has been discovered here. Enough lithium is around this lake to build 375 million electric cars. Enough to build electric cars for years. So it remains to be seen what it will do for this area, but you get the feeling that things are going to change here quite a bit when they start pulling that lithium out of the ground. So I'm going to wander around and show you some of the sights here. That looks like a gathering place, maybe even a bar. It's got lights strung up here. Yeah, this looks like a lounge of sorts, doesn't it? Because this looks like it might be a bar. And make some drinks here. Hoppy Lager Stone. That is fascinating. This just says bicycles. I guess maybe you could borrow these. I don't think they're rideable. ETA, never. Well, that's quite a way. That's a fun way to live life. I'm definitely getting a bit of a Mad Max vibe here. I guess this is an art installation of some sort. Yeah, they got all kinds of stuff here. Yeah, look here. Yeah. Yeah, there's something over here. Yeah, definitely some counterculture artwork here. I'm thinking that this is the church. And this is the pulpit. They even have some, well, it's not glass. It is glass. How about that? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, the place reminds you a bit of Slab City, which is actually very close, maybe a half hour away. This is artwork of some sort. Not sure what it is. A time machine, maybe? There's a seat in it. Well, it looks like it says do not climb. Do you think I can climb up here? Or is that a no-no? I guess I'm doing it. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, it's got a seat. Oh, what's all this? Isn't that something? With a bottle of squirt. Wow, this is out there. Damn cool though, I think. Yeah, some more artwork. A vehicle. An airplane, I'm thinking. At least it's someone's version of an airplane. And let me get over to this side where the sun is shining. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely Mad Max style of artwork. This is something. Yeah, it looks like a miner. Yeah, a little play area with a tetherball. Life gave us lemons, so we made Bombay Beach lemonade. How about that? All right, so let's head into the town of Bombay Beach, and I will tell you all about it. It is visually a pretty arresting place. I guess I'll just leave the camera on and start telling you about it right now. There are 230 people here. I was reading websites about the town and they called it a ghost town. But there are still people here. I'm actually seeing quite a few cars. Let's see, I guess I'll just head in this direction. We'll start looking at stuff. The median age is 39. That's exactly what it is in the US. 59% of the town is male. 41% female. Here, let me get turned around. I'm going to show you this at a different angle. Alright, let's see. I'm not sure what all this is. It says Bombay Beach Estates. That's what it says right here. Yeah, Bombay Beach Estates. Wow, look at all this. This is some crazy stuff, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to go slow and show it to you. Don't you love this gate? It's even got a lock on it. Of course, you can just walk around it. Maybe that's the point. Wow, this is crazy. There are still definitely people living here, though. Yeah, Bombay Beach Estates. Crazy. Look at this mishmash of stuff. This old mobile home back there. A little dog there. I wonder what he's doing. Well, let's see. Here's some numbers. 38% of this town is white. 32% is Hispanic. 30% is black. That's quite a mix. A little bit of everything. Median household income is $22,300 a year. That's $430 a week. I went ahead and grabbed the per capita income, $11,900 a year. That is per capita income. $230 a week. That's not very much. So, yeah, poverty is pretty high. 69% overall. School-age children, poverty, 100%. I looked at the breakdown of the ages. 28% of the town is school-age children. So roughly, my math tells me there are about 60 kids that live here. And according to the census, all of them live in poverty. For folks 65 and older, it is 44%. It's crazy, huh? Another number that really sticks out, only 22% of this town is married versus 50 for the U.S. Now, the people here definitely seem artistically minded. Median home value, I haven't given you that yet, $44,000. I don't think that surprises anyone. I was reading that over 60% of the homes here are vacant. I don't know if that's true. I guess they are. Actually, they probably are. They just have a lot of squatters here. Just like Slab City, as I told you before, is pretty close to here. About a half hour away. I was looking at the what employs people here. Number one was construction, then arts and entertainment, and after that, food service. Well, that's interesting. Wow, would you look at this? Bombay Beach Drive-In. That is so cool. They've got a bunch of dead cars, and I've got a truck for a screen back there. I'm sure you guys can see all that. Now that is cool. It's even got a sign there that lights up. Yeah, that I am a fan of. Next door, Electric Lounge, it says. Probably opens up in the evening. That's right here. Man, it's crazy that there are places like this in the U.S. Well, guys, there's another town on this lake that I want to show you. It's on the other side. So I'm going to drive over there and show you that town as well. It's called Salton City. And all that purple. And I believe it will be just as interesting as this one. Yeah, so let's head that way. I am on the other side of the lake. Here's a map real quick. I am in the town of Salton City. It is right here. It's got some interesting history to it. So yeah, let's go take a look. I was looking at the population numbers of this town. It's pretty interesting. In the year 2000, there were only 978 people here. Today, there are 5,000, according to the census. I actually believe that. I saw a lot of new development on the highway on the edge of town. They even have a Dollar General here. Now the median age of this town is 45, so that's a little bit older. 48% of the town is Hispanic, 26% is white, 16% is black. Median household income here is $30,000 a year. Poverty is pretty low, only 12%. Now, this town was a planned resort city. A developer came in here and built the infrastructure, and I'm talking water, power, sewage, roads. Not sure what's going on there. For, yeah, a town of 40,000. But it never happened. But the town has started growing. I'm reading mostly because of the cheaper houses. I mean, we are in California. This is one of the few places where you can afford to buy a house. That said, the median home value here is $146,000, which seems high for a place like this, but this is California. The median home value for the state is $660,000. Let's see what else I can find here. There are, if I was to guess, hundreds of streets just like this in this town that were built, and of course the power and the water lines are out here for houses that just didn't get built. You drive around the town here, yeah, you see a lot of this. Just the occasional house, but for the most part it is empty. Now, I did see some newer homes out on the highway. So like I said, there's some growth here. I was looking at what people do here for a living. Number one is administrative and support and waste management. Yeah, that is the number one job. Agriculture is second. Forestry, fishing, and hunting. And then retail after that. So that would be the stores that you see on the edge of town here. You got a big convenience store too. Yeah, they even put up the street signs. This is Sea Vista Street, I'm sorry. Never got developed. Sea Raider Street. Now there are a couple of houses over here. See, that's actually pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's it's interesting. Still pretty empty, but there is definitely signs of life here. Is that a duplex? There's only one front door though. See that? 2 garages. Yeah, Sea Vista, Sea Manor. And that's it. No houses. It's amazing that so much work was put into planning this place and getting the infrastructure in and built. And they just gave up. If you could find a good industry out here, this place would, you know, explode maybe. It's great weather. This is Seagull Street. That's something, isn't it? All that money spent. And then they just walked away, the developers. So this is Salton City Community Park. A little barren looking, isn't it? Could use a little grass, maybe. Some places for the kids to play. I'm thinking they need to put a little bit more work into this. It's just my opinion. Yeah, on the edge of town here, on the highway, got some modern businesses here. Convenience store, gas station, Jack in the Box. We got a little fast food. Right up here, yeah, they have a Family Dollar right there. Right next door, the ever-present Dollar General. Yeah, so they're getting some stuff here. Well, I'm going to go into this convenience store, grab me a Dr. Pepper, then go grab Nicole. And we've got 2 more towns to show you. All right, everyone, we are in Calexico, California.
California.
Here's the map real quick. We are right on the border with Mexico. Well, we're going to take a look here. I just wanted to come up to the border wall.
It's not a
Look
wall,
at all that
it's
concertina
more
wire.
like a fence.
Huh?
It's more like a fence. I wouldn't call it a wall.
Yeah, a fence. Well, I guess you could call it a fence. Yeah. Interesting. Well, the downtown is right over here. So I guess we'll go take a look. I just always like to come up to the border walls. Or fence, whatever you want to call it. See what it looks like.
Well, I think of it this way. Can you see through walls?
I can see through walls, yes. I'm like Superman.
Since we can see through that, I don't think it's a wall.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll call it a fence then. Looks like they are installing wall or high fence here. See, that's Mexico right there. We could just run across to Mexico if we wanted.
Yeah.
We'd get in a lot of trouble if we did that, though, wouldn't we? So you
I thought it only worked the other way.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So you got a lady over there, a street vendor. She is in Mexico. How cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The Mexican side. Yeah, they're building fence here, it looks like. What's that sign say? Linea International. Yeah, they're building really big fence here. Looks like they're replacing that shorter fence here with the much higher one that you see down there. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think could happen if you just ran across and ran back?
Nothing. If you just ran across and ran back, I don't think anything really.
Oh no, you're getting lots of trouble. Well, okay, so let's head into downtown Calexico. That's pretty interesting though, seeing them work here. There's some of the houses right here. Right on the border. On the edge of downtown. It's a pretty big town. There's 39,000 people here. That is peak population. It's not losing population.
Really?
Nope.
What's going on with the tops of these trees?
Huh?
What's going on with the tops of the trees?
Yeah, they trimmed them down, didn't they?
This looks like they just came across and went whoosh and just sliced the top 2/3 of the tree off.
That's interesting. Well, they got lots of stuff in this yard.
Look, they've got a Snoopy dog house.
I know, I like that.
I knew you would.
Yeah. All these, are these pigeons?
Yeah, I guess.
I think they think we're going to give them some food. Yeah, you don't hear a lot of English here. A lot of shopping down here. We're just one block off the borderline. So you can tell people cross and go shopping here a lot. So I was checking the numbers of this place. Median household income is almost $52,000 a year. That is $1,000 a week almost. That's pretty decent money.
Mm-hmm.
Even though poverty is a little on the high side, 23% overall. Children 17 and under, it's 32%. And people 65 and older, it's 20%.
You gotta tell me, I don't know if that's high or if that's low.
It's pretty high.
Okay.
99% of this town is Hispanic. 99%. 1% white. The cost of living here is 4% lower. What's unusual about that is compared to the rest of the state, it's much lower. California, cost of living is 41% higher than the rest of the country. But here it's 4% lower.
Huh.
Cost of living here is a lot lower.
That's kind of crazy. What's the crime like?
Crime's pretty good. 19 incidents per 1,000.
I thought being on the border was going to be higher.
No. Crime is low. 19 incidents per 1,000. The U.S. is 23, so it's a little lower. Median home value is $263,000. Now, that seems high compared to a lot of other towns I show people on this channel.
Yeah.
But the state of California, it's $659,000.
Wow.
So.
That's crazy.
Yeah, housing here is considerably lower than the state as a whole. People that work here, they work in agriculture overwhelmingly, like 60%.
I could see that. We saw a lot of like farms on the way over here.
Yeah.
A lot of crops.
Yeah, now this looks very much like a border town, even like ones you see in Texas. But driving into town, it looks like a big city suburb. Pretty new. New looking anyway. Looks a lot different than this. This looks like, Mexico. Just on the U.S. side. Well, let's go take a look at some neighborhoods. Streets are pretty, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So, there it is. Yeah, there it is right there. It's the Carnegie Library they have in this town. It's beautiful.
I'm sorry, I have to ask. What do you mean by a Carnegie Library?
It's a library funded by Andrew Carnegie. He was a really rich guy that...
Well, I know who he is.
Okay, well, he built libraries across some cities in the United States.
So what, are they nicer than the regular public libraries?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're just unique because he funded them. Yeah, we were just about a block north of downtown, one street off the border. This is what the houses look like. Well, that one looks abandoned, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I think that one's done for.
It totally looks abandoned.
There's a cat. Oh, just a quick shot. But hey, that's a cat. That counts, guys.
I didn't see it, so I don't know if it counts.
I saw him. He counts.
I heard a dog barking. Was it a cat that barked?
No, dogs were barking at the cat. That's an interesting looking house. It needs a little work, but it would be really cool if it was...
What, the second to the last? The one with no roof?
Yeah. No, it's got a roof. It's just got a flat roof.
Oh, okay.
I like that. To look at that house.
That one too with no roof?
it's interesting looking. If they were to, refurbish it, that would be an okay looking house. It's not that it's not got a roof. It's got a flat roof. It's an Adobe style house. Well, that's the kind of roofs they put on them.
Yeah. From here, it looks like it's missing.
Yeah, to give you an idea of how close we are to the border. There's the border wall of Mexico right there. Well, all right. So we're gonna go check out one more town and have some dinner when we're there, or late lunch.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head there right now.
Cool.
We are in downtown, or approaching it anyway, El Centro. Let's put it this way, we're on Main Street. It doesn't have that classic looking downtown that you see. Oh, but there's the county courthouse. Yeah, we gotta get out, take a look at that. Can we get out right here? Yeah. We lucked out. Found some parking. Let's go check it out. This is the Imperial County Courthouse. El Centro is the county seat. It was built in 1924. This is Beaux-Arts architecture.
What kind of architecture?
Beaux-Arts. It's French. It's developed in a French art school in the 1800s, this type of architecture. It's really beautiful. Anyway, we're downtown. I don't know, there's not a lot to wander around and see here, is there?
Why are these covered in plastic?
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't want to get them dirty. Yeah. A couple little factoids about this town. This is the largest city in the U.S. that's below sea level.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're below sea level.
Hello.
Hey there.
How are you guys doing?
Doing
Good.
great. Thank you.
This is on the grounds of the courthouse. This watering trough was built in 1924 as a convenience to rangers transacting business at the courthouse. So this has been here 100 years now. Here, let me,
Well, there's no water in it now.
yeah, they should put some water in it, huh? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I guess we'll just wander down this way a little bit in downtown. Like I told you, this is Imperial County. This is the county seat. This is the second poorest county in California.
Huh.
Poorest county is Trinity County. It's way up north. And it's funny as you look at the numbers here, and they're actually pretty good numbers for everywhere else in the United States. But in California, it's poor. Like median home value here is $266,000. I mean, in most of the U.S., that's pretty good. But here, that's really low because the median home value for California is $659,000. Anyway, by the way, somebody very famous was born here.
Who's that?
Oscar-winning actress, Grammy-winning singer, Cher.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Cher was born here. Well, the sign proclaims that we are entering downtown.
They have to mark it because you can't tell by just looking.
I mean, I hate to say it, it is a bit unremarkable, the downtown. The rest of the city is really pretty, though. This is where we're staying. A lot of nice neighborhoods, that kind of thing. But yeah, this downtown, it's not much going on here. It doesn't have any of those great old buildings that you like to see in downtown. This actually looks a bit on the rough side here, doesn't it?
Old and decrepit right here, anyway.
Yeah. It's all boarded up. This whole section here is empty. Let's
Ooh,
see.
my.
Yeah,
Yuckity yuck.
that's a mess, isn't it? Let's see, let me give you some of the numbers. There's 44,000 people here. That is peak population. This is the core city of the El Centro metropolitan area, or the Imperial Valley. 180,000 people. It's pretty good sized. Their cost of living is 5% lower. California, the cost of living, the whole state, is 41% higher.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Big difference. Median household income is 55,000. So that's about 1,050 a week. That's actually pretty decent. But poverty is pretty high, 21% overall. Children 17 under, it's 29%. People 65 and older, it is 19%. Wasn't it?
Ew, there's a big hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, there is. It's real quiet down here.
It's because there's nothing going on.
88% of this town is Hispanic, 7% white, 3% black, 1% Asian, last 1% mixed race. Let's see, crime, not bad, 24 incidents per 1,000. US is 23, so it's tad high, not real too bad, not real bad. And, well, the top job here is agriculture. 50% of the people that live here work in agriculture.
I could see that.
Yeah. And then second is government, third is retail. I wonder what this was.
Huh.
It's like a town square of some sort.
Looks like something was happening at some point here.
It's a place where people gather. You see that a lot in Mexico. You know, they'll have these open air squares like this. Yeah.
Lay down and boogie.
Anyway. Well, we are exactly one street off downtown. Let's see some of the houses here. And they're pretty interesting looking. No cookie cutter here.
Yeah.
They're not huge houses, but yeah, they're pretty nice. Yeah, every house looks very different from the other one. That's what I like to see. It's kind of cool. You think so or no?
No, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Oh, you were about to say no.
No, I wasn't. What are you talking about?
Yeah. A lot of stucco. Cool. Well, tell you what, guys. I'm getting hungry, so we're going to go have some early dinner. So that's coming up next.
Let's go have some food.
Yeah. Well, according to TripAdvisor, this is the top-rated restaurant in town.
Cool.
So let's go give it a try. It's a burger place, but it's Mexican influenced, from what I understand. So let's go see if it's good. We ordered an appetizer, and it is here. But first of all, I'm having a Guinness. I haven't had one in a while. And this is cucumber. It's a Mexican cucumber appetizer. What was it called?
I forgot. I think it was called chalupas, but we'd have to get the menu back. I'm sorry.
Well, it's cucumber with shrimp and, is that bacon? Peppers, tomato.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's like a dinner.
It looks really good.
I thought it would come with like 3 pieces of cucumber and some stuff on top. That's gigantic.
It's cool. I love the way they cut the cucumber to put stuff in there. I've never seen that before.
Well, be interesting to see what this tastes like. So let's dig in. Yeah, this is actually really good. It's cold, by the way, but there's some tomato in it. The cold cucumber And the cold avocado is a nice mix with the heat, the jalapenos, peppers, and of course the cold tomatoes. What's that? Cilantro.
Chopped up shrimp.
Chopped up shrimp. Yeah. What do you think?
It's good, and it's definitely a healthy appetizer, you know, which most aren't. But yeah, I really liked it. Like I said, I really like the way they cut the cucumber from the stuff inside. I haven't seen that before, but it's a really good, different type of appetizer that I haven't had before.
Very, very different, and like you said, it's healthy.
Yes,
It's really good, and it's huge.
Yeah.
That's a whole meal.
Yes.
So I looked up the name of this appetizer. It's cucumber chalupas.
Isn't that what I said? Chalupas.
Is that what you said? I didn't hear it. Entrees are here. I'm having a Mexican hot dog. It's a dog wrapped in bacon with jalapenos and fresh onion and tomato.
That looks good.
It does look good. With some steak fries. And you're having a Mexicali burger, right?
Mexicali burger. It has chopped serrano peppers. I think onion. I'm trying to remember. And then I got it topped with jack cheese.
And then you have the salad.
I got a side salad with it instead of fries. Yes.
That's good. Let's see how it tastes. So here's the verdict. My steak fries they're so-so.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I mean, they're just okay. Hot dog's really good. You can taste the bacon, and it added a lot to the flavor. I usually don't like bacon on a hot dog, but that was really good. And of course, mixed with the cold, the onions, fresh onions, tomato, and jalapenos. It's awesome. Good hot dog. And your burger?
My burger was amazing. I ate a lot more of it than I thought I was going to be able to. In fact, I didn't even touch my side salad because my burger was good and I wanted to eat it. But it was really good. It definitely had some spice to it, and then adding the jack cheese to the top of it really went well with the spiciness of the burger. So it was yummy.
Well, they call themselves burgers and beer, so they better make a good burger, right?
Yeah, but I ate a lot of. That was a big burger, and I ate a lot of it.
Yeah, I've never seen you eat more than half a burger. You ate like
at least
two-thirds. Oh, there you go. There you go, guys. All right, here's the check. $59.
I suppose I'm paying again, huh?
You are paying, yes. So there's the prices on everything. It's not too bad. Okay, everyone, so that's the end of this video in South Central California.